What's up, New Jersey? I want to take a quick moment to talk about something that honestly doesn't get enough attention until you need it. And that's what to do after an accident. Josh Chomick, did I ever tell you about the time I got attacked by a dog when I was like 9? My neighbor's dog ran in the street. I was riding my skateboard, ripping me apart.
Ripped you apart?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Did you get a lawyer?
No, but I should have. And I have to say, here in New Jersey, if you've been injured, whether it's a car or truck accident, Uber or Lyft, a slip and fall, a pedestrian or bicycle accident, or a workplace injury, basically any situation where you're injured and it's not your fault, your first step should be njinjury.com. Josh Chomick, what's that URL?
njinjury.com.
It's led by New Jersey personal injury attorney and friend of the show, Anthony Davila, with over 15 years of experience helping people navigate what comes next after an accident. You can go to njinjury.com and submit your case for free case review. And the best part, there's no upfront cost and no fee until he wins. And guess what? He's going to win.
He's gonna.
So if something happens to you or someone you already know where to start. That's njinjury.com. Say hello today. My parents should have hired NJ Injury after that dog attacked me.
They would have won so much money.
They didn't want to get after it like that.
They want to see you all ripped up.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's get into the show.
Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to the Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name's Josh Sobo.
And I'm Josh Chomick.
Just the two of us. That's a good song. You should throw that in right here.
Yes. Back how it used to be.
Yeah.
I had episode 1.
Kicking it old school.
Before we got Jimbo.
Yeah, we fired Jimmy. We fired Jordan.
Everyone's gone.
We're going back to square one. And, then we might get sued by them because I don't know if it was a lawful termination. Is that a thing? Lawful termination?
Yeah.
We just didn't like them. We didn't like looking at them.
Well, good thing you didn't beat them up because then they would hit up NJ Injury.
That's a good point.
And then we would get screwed. It wouldn't be good.
Yeah, so it's just us this week. It's good to be back. We are in the dead of winter, February. I saw someone on a clip somewhere on a reel or something. This guy was like, he lives in Massachusetts, and he said, my dad would say to me as a kid, if you can survive February, you'll make it another year. That's the truest statement ever. This is the worst part of the year. We're trudging through. Guys, Memorial Day weekend is on the horizon. I can feel it. Once we're through this, it's like springtime rush. Get the yard work going mid-March. We're getting ready for the spring. And then before you know it, we're looking towards Memorial Day weekend. We just got to get through February.
We just got a great snowstorm, though. You would love that snowstorm. You got to use your snowblower. It's everything we talked about in the last podcast. It happened. And you were thrilled. And Josh, I'm pretty sure you would like another snowstorm too to happen this month.
Here's the thing. Okay, I like a snowstorm. I don't like this frigid weather that freezes the snow over and turns everything to ice.
Yeah, like you want a blizzard, like something to bury us 3 feet, but then you want 60 degrees the next day.
Not even so 60. I'd be happy with 45 and sunny so it melts.
Yeah,
and things right.
That's the best.
We reset. Like I was driving around today thinking, if we get another snowstorm right now, we are not ready. The roads still are a mess.
Well, yeah, because nothing's melted. I think like 2 days this week, it was above 32, but now it's going to go back to the 20s this weekend.
And
no escaping it.
Here's the thing. There are a lot of turns where plows push the snow kind of into the edge of the turn. So you have to loop out to make the turn. It's very dangerous. And if we get more snow, it's going to be very bad. So we need these temperatures to rise. I will also say I've been hearing birds outside my window this week. Have you heard them?
During the warm day? No, I haven't heard any.
Robins.
Actually.
I see robins everywhere right now. And I was Googling it because I was curious. I guess birds can come back north earlier, but I'm seeing birds again, which is very strange for February.
So do you think the birds are predicting an early spring, despite what the groundhog had to say this week?
That's a really interesting point. I wonder if birds have that insight or if they just come up and die.
There are birds, though, throughout the winter that just chill here. Are those the type of birds that stay here?
Well, according to Google, lots of birds migrate before the cold even changes.
Okay.
So it's not uncommon that a robin would fly back north. But I did find it so interesting. I heard them outside my bathroom window. I was looking out the window and I'm like, wait a second.
Well, after like 3 weeks of sub 32 degree weather, what day was it? I think it was Monday and Tuesday. It was like 38 degrees and sunny. It felt like summertime.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It's funny. Today felt warm to me. It was like 34 degrees and no wind.
Anything above freezing right now, it's a win.
Feels very warm out. It's interesting, and I wouldn't mind one more massive bomb cyclone to hit us, but I will say I want a warm day. I want some nice crispy weather.
I do want the warm weather as well.
And I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for the yard work. I'm ready for the fun. I'm ready for Easter. That whole period is such a fun time.
Why do you want to rush time?
I don't want to rush time. And honestly, the year's already going so fast. January's over.
It's done.
February's gonna fly. Life, I just cannot. I'm permanently stuck in a what's it called, the crisis you get stuck in of just the understanding of reality. What's that term?
I have no idea.
An existential crisis. I'm stuck in this existential crisis of seeing how fast time is moving.
Well, yeah. Also, you're always counting down to Memorial Day weekend, Josh. You got to stop the countdown.
It's like my favorite.
But that's why you have this crisis.
No, I'm not like trying to push days faster. I'm enjoying the moment. I'm truly living in the moment. Winter was way worse as a kid. Do you remember leaving school and it was dark out and you just felt like, okay, I have to do homework and eat dinner. I'm going to bed. It just felt horrible.
Oh yeah, 100%. Knowing you only had 2 hours to like play and then like save the homework till nighttime. It was terrible because you wanted to be outside as much as possible as a kid.
I feel like working a job offers more freedom than school does in weird ways, where as a kid, life really seemed, or at least even high school, life really seemed pretty grim. Winter was horrible when I was like 15.
Even with the snowstorms, I think I liked winter as a kid because all the snowstorms.
I like the snowstorms, but I remember going to school on a freezing cold morning, sitting in class at like 8 a.m. with your annoying teachers, and then you leave and it's overcast. I just remember not liking that.
College was the best, I think, because going to community college, like locally, like you had all the freedom. You could pick your schedule out. I always picked super early morning classes so I could be out like throughout the afternoon, and I had the most freedom. I think that was like the best era.
Yeah.
But now people like with work, like luckily, like you and me, like we both have remote jobs. Like the people who are stuck in an office all day and they're leaving their office when it's dark out, that's brutal.
That's more what I meant. I mean, I go to the office sometimes, but for the people that are in office 5 days a week, God bless you. Because winter, I don't think I could survive winter in New Jersey doing that. I honestly have been thinking a lot about leaving New Jersey lately.
Well, yeah,
and ending the pod.
Yeah, you've said that, but you're never going to do it, and like we keep saying that.
Yeah, I just
especially you just got a house. Like no shot you're going to leave.
It's crazy that people live in warm climates year round.
No, Josh, stop. Why do you like you say these things but you don't mean it?
I want to lay on the beach.
You're the one talking about wanting snow. You were so excited to use your snowblower.
I want to.
Stop.
There's 2
you
days.
Would miss it. You would miss snow so much if you moved to Florida or something.
The 2 days I would miss the snow, but I wouldn't miss any other part of winter.
Yes, you would. I think you would.
Christmas and snow. Are the only
exactly.
Two things
You'll have a warm palm tree Christmas.
January
can't do that.
I think the best life is to have a second property somewhere warm.
Well, yeah, that's the
and
dream.
then go, hey, you know what? Christmas ends. I'm flying to Florida till March.
That's different. Yes.
April. Then I'm back for Memorial Day.
But like, I think with your whole family being in Jersey, same with me. That's what keeps us. Yes, you do. You love being around your family. Just always trying to just poke a button here, Josh. No, you would miss it terribly. And I just want to say, Josh, we might get a blizzard in April.
Really?
Who knows? We've had them in the past.
Is that a fact?
Like what? Yeah. We've had blizzards in April before, and it might stay cold until then. It might get warmer.
Is there any snow on the horizon? Today's Wednesday. We're recording this. February 4th.
I didn't see anything like crazy, like no big bombs like that people are hyping up right now. So you might have to wait until next pod to get a storm update. But yeah, like next week, I think it's going to be like rain and snow like one of the days. So that's terrible.
Okay.
No one wants a mix.
Looks like temperatures are going to go back up a bit next week, though. Wednesday's showing 40 degrees. That's nice.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, though, next week. It's like 20s this weekend. It's going to be a cold weekend. I hope you guys are all bundled up and ready.
All right.
Josh, I wanted to bring something up this week. And
yeah.
I know we don't really talk about these types of things on the pod, but I want to let you know about a little something.
What happened?
I wanted to just ask you really quickly about that Taco de Ojo Birria Crunch Wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had it today.
Did you like it?
And I thought it was fabulous.
Oh, wow. So I'll give some context to the listeners. On Friday night, my wife and I, with the kids, went to Taco de Ojo in Westfield.
Taco de Ojo.
and I got a birria crunch wrap. It was so unbelievable. I texted not only the group chat of the guys I hang out with, which is like Chomik and like a few other guys, I also texted my family. I went to the family group chat and said, Taco de Ojo in Westfield, probably the best food spot in Union County.
Did you get anything else other than the crunch wrap, or that was it?
I mean,
let me just say, like, the crunch wrap is massive. I couldn't finish it.
Really, it was great though.
It's huge,
so good. And then that birria, that little cup of birria sauce you're dipping in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We also got the corn, and it was
like the street corn. Oh, that stuff is always fire. Oh my
goodness. And I texted Chomik and I was like, you got to go.
Yeah, so I was hungry. I was like running around all day today for work. So like I was just running. I didn't have time to cook or anything. So on my way here, I was like, I'm going to order the taco de ojo. I'm going to get the beer.
You just got this now?
Right before it, yeah.
You should have texted me. I would have had another one. Oh, it was so good.
It was.
I would have eaten another one.
It was good. It was just a little too big. And I know that you can't complain about like having a lot of food, but for me, like I couldn't finish it. It was that big.
You should eat half of it and save the other half for later.
I ate about 75%. So I ate the one half and then half of the other half.
I did not have that problem. I'll be honest with you. I gave, so I felt bad because Shelb just got like a very clean burrito bowl.
Did it look good?
It looked good, yeah, but it was just healthier.
Okay.
And towards the end of my crunch wrap, I was like, you gotta have a bite of this. You just gotta try it. So she bites it and she was like, I could just see the food regret in her face of like, I should have gotten that. And then I had to like fight her to get it back. I'm like, no, you can't finish it. Like I want to finish what I ordered.
When you see the guac just oozing out
it was great.
of a crunch wrap, you just know it's going to be good crunch wrap off the get. And then I also got a side of sour cream for it.
Yeah,
like, it was just beautiful. Taco de Ojo, Westfield, not a brand deal. Wish it was. Check them out because that food was fantastic. The crunch wrap was great. That's all I had, so I can't say anything else about anything else on that menu. But it was great.
I love that, man.
Are they a chain or they're just like a one spot?
It's just a single location, I think. So I'm a big fan though, and it's a high Garden State recommendation, and we don't do this very often.
Josh doesn't recommend stuff like that to the group chat often, so I knew it was real, and I was like, I have to check it out.
Now I think I need to go Friday again.
Ooh,
so
a weekly special, but don't eat it too much, where then it becomes old, and then you can't appreciate it anymore. That's like anything in life.
I don't know. I like McDonald's will forever be good to me.
Same with the other taco spot in Garwood that used to get all the time when we lived together.
Yeah, but Grill Creations.
Yeah, you used to talk so highly about that spot. It's
still very good, but then I realized you
had it too much. You had it too much.
No. I'm not going to say my full thoughts because I want to honor the local business creed. It's a great business, Grill Creations. Just a different vibe. So that's all we'll say about that.
You had a negative experience?
No. I'm just saying, like, I think for me, what I perceive to be a perfect burrito has shifted. After going to Taco de Ojo, I think my standards changed. There was something sweet about the tortilla.
It was good. I loved getting the crunch.
And then that crunch.
I love the crunch.
Right, yeah, but it's a different type of.
Okay, one thing I would change though.
Yeah.
Give me some like pieces of chicken or steak in there. I don't like that shredded meat.
That's birria though.
I don't care for birria though.
Then you should have gotten a chicken crunch wrap. They do that.
They don't have that there.
They don't?
It wasn't on the menu.
Did you ask?
No, I ordered online.
Oh, you should have just gone in and asked.
Is that what the birria is?
Birria, yeah. It's a style
I thought it was
of
like
shredded beef.
Interesting. Because I thought it was delicious. I thought it was delicious, but I think it would be better if you had some chicken or steak, just bits in there. That was my take.
Look, you could do that next, but to the listeners, if you're looking for a fat meal in Union County.
I hope we made you guys really hungry right now.
All right. Hey, why don't we check out the mailbag, Josh Chomlik? We have a few calls since our last episode, which is always nice to see. And I want to get to at least 2 of them before we get into the news. So if people want to call into our mailbag, and I can't imagine anyone doesn't know this number, Josh, but what's the number they can call?
I just want to say I met someone this week, and they were saying they're a huge fan of the pod, but they really want to call into the mailbag. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why haven't you called into the mailbag? They're like, I'm trying to think of a nickname for myself. I'm like, you just say your name.
Do I know this person?
No. It's someone I met this week. A listener of the pod.
Okay. Did they say their first name?
What?
Did they say their first name to you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you able to share it or no?
No.
Okay.
No, because it was a work thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I met them at a job, but they were like, I want to call into the mailbag so bad, but I need to think of a nickname. I'm like, you just call it your name. Be yourself.
I think sometimes we can give a nickname.
Yeah, we can give the nickname. Like, I was like, just give your name. He's like, I don't want to give my full name.
I like how people sometimes claim, they just do their own claim and they're like, this is my name, and they give us their own nickname.
I think it's fun though. Like, I would love to give a fake name, like calling into a podcast or something.
No, it does kind of break the rule of a nickname though, because a nickname is given. It's not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You give a nickname.
Yes.
And then people have to live with it. Although, I do like the confidence of like New York sports radio, where somebody might call in and they're like, hey, this is Tommy Bones from wherever, and then they give themselves the nickname.
Nicky
so I guess
Numbers.
Is that the thing? Nicky Numbers?
Someone else, yeah.
All right, so Josh, what's the number people can
call
call?
to the mailbag.
908 67 99 99 3.
Hi, this is Laura calling from Oakland, and I am an official baby boomer and was so delighted to hear your boomer rant on the decline of our culture and the importance of the little detailed things in life and how much it matters. Just wanted you to know. Thanks.
I love Laura.
That might be our first boomer call ever, besides my dad.
That was great.
Thank you, Laura, for calling in.
Baby boomer.
The context for the listeners on that one, see, boomers get a lot of hate from the younger generations. My point was boomers have very nice handwriting. They do. Any boomer you meet, if my mom writes you a note, it's going to be very nice handwriting.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the same. Does your mom have nice handwriting?
Great handwriting. She always like yells at me for my like terrible handwriting.
So maybe would your mom be a Gen X, do you think?
I don't know how any of those.
Probably. I think my parents are tail end of the baby boomers. So maybe it was like Gen X has good handwriting too.
But there's also a lot of people my age with great handwriting.
But there's a lot that have terrible handwriting. That's the point.
So the majority you're saying is terrible.
My point is, if you look at the bell curve, right, the distribution's further to the right on the boomers. They have very nice handwriting, and it's random where you're like, again, some guy that works in construction's making a note, and you're just amazed by how beautiful his handwriting is.
They didn't grow up with computers.
Probably a big part of it. Yeah, they probably had to write everything so much.
Always, yeah.
I really do think
like
we're going back.
We grew up writing. Like I started using a computer in middle school more, but still, my handwriting sucks. It's always been bad.
I wish I could have nicer handwriting. There's a part of me that wonders nature versus nurture on that, though. I will say
I like my handwriting, but I write in caps. I don't know how to write in lowercase letters sometimes.
Is your handwriting similar to your dad's?
Yes, it's like all caps.
Is your dad's the same?
Yeah, but his is neater than mine.
Me too. When I look at my dad's handwriting, I'm like, mine's very similar to his.
My dad's handwriting is very neat, but like he writes in caps. But like mine is just sloppier. But
I'm wondering. See, this is what I'm wondering: is how much of handwriting is just inherited,
right?
And how much of it can you really shift? Like, I would love to have John Hancock style writing, although that's calligraphy. That's a whole nother art. But then I look at the way my dad writes. Like, I sign my signature. And then I looked at my dad's signature one day. I was like, they look the same. We do our S's and our J's the same. Like, it's kind of weird. So I'm like, maybe it's just
give props though to my dad though. He moved to this country when he was 14. Didn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
And
got some solid
now
handwriting.
Speaks amazing English and solid handwriting. So I mean, that's 14 years old on. He did that in high school. And I guess throughout his like younger adult years, I got to talk to him about this.
Yeah.
But amazing handwriting for a kid that learned English past 14 years old.
Yeah, but your dad still wrote before he learned English.
But not in English, though.
He would still, but
in Spanish.
In Spanish, the letters are still the same.
What do you mean? He's writing in Spanish.
If I say yo tengo, it's YOTENGO.
I guess you're right.
Stupid.
No, but they have those back upside down E's and stuff like that, right?
It's the funniest thing that's happened all week.
But
what's he writing Mandarin?
Yeah. My dad's gonna listen. What the hell's wrong with you?
That's so stupid.
No, but don't they have the upside down E's and like the backwards?
But like for the most part, it's the same. There's J's. There's
but he's
U's.
writing in a different language, bro. It's not English.
I guess you're right. I think there is also. I don't know about that actually. The more I think about it, the more I think it's the same thing. That's awesome.
I guess it's true.
I guess there are tildes, right? The little.
The tilde, yeah. You gotta add the tilde. You do that when you write?
Yeah, the way you made it sound like your dad's 14 and couldn't write a lick of anything.
Yeah, he speaks like
he came from a tribe in the middle
Mandarin
of
Chinese.
He came from a tribe on an island and had to learn how to write with a pencil.
What I was thinking? I was like, other languages don't have the same letters as us, but I guess Spanish is very similar.
Well, is there penmanship in Espanol? I wonder, like, is that a common thing in like South American nations?
What, penmanship?
Like script?
Probably growing up in school, 100%.
Do Latin nations write?
I'm gonna call my pops
script?
right now. Like, my dad's gonna grill me for listening to this, so I'm gonna call him right now. He's gonna be listening to this on his way. Let's see. Calling Papa Chum right now. He's not gonna answer.
He's not. He's probably asleep. It's 9 o'clock.
Oh gosh, I don't want to wake him up.
What time to go to bed
He's
at?
probably gonna be worried. He's like, why is Josh calling me? No, he's going to. He never has his phone on though.
Dina.
Papi, Dad, I'm on the podcast right now. I had a quick question for you. Your penmanship is very nice. I love how you write. I think it's very clean. Was your penmanship really nice when you lived in Argentina?
We had to learn how to do scripts in Argentina.
There you go.
But like when you're writing in Spanish, was it very different learning to write in English?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just want to make sure.
No, the letters are the same, so it's no difference.
But like, don't you have the tilde and like aren't some letters like the E is upside down?
Yeah, but that's like it's not upside down. It's the same thing. It's just the way I used to write it, and probably over here the teacher's just a little bit different. But it's not that difference.
Okay, because I said something dumb on the podcast and then Sobel corrected me. I was like, you're right. Like English and Spanish are very similar.
The letters are the same. It's not like if you got Russian letters or
Yeah, that's what I got confused about. Then Sobel was like, it's the same letters.
This is the same letters.
But growing up in school, you learned how good penmanship though.
Oh man, we were graded like you won't believe it.
There you go, Sobes.
That's right.
We were punished as children to do perfect.
There's the big difference right there. All right, thanks for answering, Dad. We just have to clear that up.
All right, sorry, you screwed up.
All right, love you. Bye.
That is so funny.
Wow. So yeah, look at that. That's exactly what we were saying. Look, they were in school, like growing up. They had to have good penmanship. Great guy.
I think every standard though for older generations was harsher for that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Things have kind of become lax.
And that's why they appreciate it so much more, and that's why they're better at it.
Yeah, I think my big critique is we've become a very informal culture. Everyone's is too comfortable and being comfortable and stuff.
Yes.
And even in like professionalism is a thing. The baby boomers, again, to point out that generation, or even Gen X, or the greatest generation before the boomers, these generations really took professionalism seriously.
Yeah.
Show up on time, wear a suit, wear a tie. It's like that stuff's gone now, and I do think it should make a comeback. And not because I'm like I don't know. I'm not like. I think solely for the point of when you dress nicely, you take yourself seriously, or you take the way you write seriously, everything has more meaning. I think it's a layer deeper than people think. Yes. Everybody thinks everything's very surface level.
I do want to work on my handwriting.
Me too. We should
100%.
take a class.
And if we take a business trip, we have to wear suits on the flight.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
the deal, yeah.
Business class.
But Laura, that was an amazing call. Thank you so much for calling into the mailbag. You're the best.
Let's get one more call in here before we do news. Here we go.
Garden State. This is L from Ogdensburg. I am calling in regards of the guy who's talking about the Taylor ham and the bodega stuff. Listen, before I bought a home in Sussex County, I have been a Bronx resident my whole life, and we have never heard of Taylor ham before. It doesn't matter where you go to.
Wow.
My dad was an owner of a bodega, and I worked in a bodega. I never heard of Taylor ham until I got to New Jersey. But let me tell you, Taylor ham is amazing. You can't knock it. But definitely in New York City, there is no Taylor ham. Doesn't matter where you go, people have never heard of it unless they're from Jersey. Anyway, have a great one. Hope the storm is not hitting that hard.
Wow.
Well, it hit hard.
That was an older message. I didn't realize that, but that was a great message. So,
Al, from the last pod, we haven't done a pod in 2 weeks, so he called in after the last one.
Okay, so you said the thing about the writing that you said was dumb. Can I say something dumb?
Sure.
Where is Ogdensburg?
Ogdensburg, North Jersey, Sussex County.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because
it's like one of those towns you don't really hear much about, but like especially from where we live. But
I thought it was way up there, but then he's talking about coming from the Bronx, and I'm thinking like, is this like some, Bergen County town I've never heard of? My gut thought like Sussex County, somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's Sussex. Well, he says it. He says Sussex County. In
Oh,
the
you're
call.
right. He did say that in the call.
Ogdensburg, like we've passed it
Yeah.
when we went up to like High Point or like driving up there. You've driven past it before. Ogdensburg. It's a cool town name. I don't think I've ever made a stop in Ogdensburg, but like go on the map, Josh. I want to see exactly where it is.
Whoa, I like it.
Click on the maps, Josh. I just want to see like in relation to where.
Oh, the Sterling Hill Mine is there.
Okay, so yeah, it's in that vicinity right there.
Is that where
Past Sparta.
Oars is?
What's Oars?
Oh, that's Branchville I'm thinking of. You ever gone to Oars?
No.
Oh, listen to the listeners. I want to throw you a bone here. If you live up in that area, it's not far from Ogdensburg at all. Go to Oars Clothes for Country Living.
It's a good shop.
It is a little hole in the wall, 100-year-old looking store that sells workwear, and it is the bomb.
Wow. What made you think of that with like Ogdensburg?
Because when I saw the photo, I just looked at of Ogdensburg. It looks the same. It's one of those little Sussex County towns that's straight out of a Norman Rockwell painting where you're like, wow, this is New Jersey? Let me show you what, let me pull the map up here and I'll give you a little view. You get what I'm talking about.
And this is in Branchville, another town I haven't been to.
Oars Clothes for Country Living.
That signage
Stop
is
by.
ancient.
It is fantastic. I love it. I haven't
cool
been in
looking,
years,
like,
but it's a
Main
great
Street.
spot. Very cool. All right, hey, thanks for that call. That's interesting. So the Taylor Ham thing is really just
I guess
us.
that guy who moved to New York, he's not going to be able to find some Taylor Ham based off of L's call right now. So that sucks. I thought like everyone knew about Taylor Ham in New York.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it depends on maybe in the Bronx they don't know, but maybe in Manhattan, I'm not sure.
It's an
It's
interesting.
a very good insight. Thank you for the call, L. Always appreciate your calls, man. And thank you for listening to the podcast.
Yes, thank you for listening. Hey, let's get into some news here. We're about halfway through the episode and we haven't touched the news.
I love touching news.
Touching the news counter.
Yes,
I think
sir.
it's important to get into it. So the first story we're going to touch on is bizarre. This is a weird one. Very, very kind of funny. Would you say this is funny?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I read the headline. I was like, what the heck is going on over at Rutgers?
So Rutgers University has reportedly been robbed millions of dollars, and get this, anime cards.
Millions. But Rutgers?
Rutgers University.
The university was robbed.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
This is quite literally the weirdest story I've read in a while. But so Rutgers University has reportedly been under a burglary where thieves targeted a promotional giveaway tied to the popular anime series One Piece. The incident was first discovered on Wednesday morning after Tuesday night's men's basketball game. The case has been reported and has resulted in an investigation into the theft of thousands of collectible trading cards, potentially valued at up to $2 million on the resale market. So effectively, they were going to give away playing cards at a basketball game.
Oh, this was happening at the basketball game.
Yes.
Huh.
So they're One Piece trading cards, which are a part of a nationwide college basketball promotion called One Piece College Basketball U.S. Voyage. Fans attended Tuesday's sellout game against number 7 Michigan State, which drew an announced crowd of 8,000. They received vouchers for cards redeemable at 2 designated spots in the building. Similar distributions happened at Friday's home contest, with another planned for February 7th against Nebraska. These cards hold a high value from collectors all over the world, with some selling for over $900 on eBay. If the thieves made off with the full inventory earmarked for an upcoming game, which has an estimated value of around 8,000 cards, the haul could represent a multi-million-dollar windfall on the secondary market.
That's crazy. So wait, how did they steal it though?
It doesn't fully break down how the theft happened. What it does say, this is kind of interesting. So there's been chaos around this whole thing. Resellers have been showing up to the arenas and camping outside of them.
Oh.
And trying to buy cards
No
from the
way.
fans while they exit. And the article goes on to say, and even reportedly caused some physical confrontations.
Yeah, of course.
People are fighting over these playing cards. The break-in could prompt changes to the promotion, enhanced measures such as stricter entry protocols or limits on multiple redemptions may be implemented to curb exploitation. Some speculate the incident might lead to cancellations at Rutgers or other schools, especially if replacement stock from One Piece organizers proves insufficient. The financial hit is also unconfirmed, as a Rutgers spokesperson noted. The precise value is still being assessed. So, do we know what happened here? It doesn't fully say.
I wonder how they actually
the
stole all the cards. Do you think someone just went up to like one of the booths and just ripped it out? Because I feel like they would have video of that. And that's like the weirdest part.
Well, it doesn't sound like it happened at a game. That's the part they're leaving out. Is I'm wondering,
before the game,
was this a Rutgers employee that got their hands? That they got their sticky fingers on the goods? Think about 8,000 playing cards. Might just be a box that's 1 foot by 1 foot.
They're tiny.
If you think about a playing card, you could stack a lot of them in a box.
Yeah.
So this doesn't need to be. I don't know. In our minds, we're imagining this is a crazy stash, but it really could have just been one box of cards.
Yeah, and they said it happened at Jersey Mike's arena. So, like, maybe, it was in a back room or something. I'm trying to see, like, a different article if someone said something different, but, yeah, I'm not finding much.
Man, these whole...
So police are saying someone went into a locked office in the arena at some point between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. And then,
so that's different intel there.
Yeah, so that different articles have different stories, but that's what the police are saying, that they went into a locked room. So someone just snuck in. But where are the cameras? You know these stadiums have cameras, these arenas.
Yeah.
So maybe that's being investigated at the moment and it hasn't been like given out to the public yet. But very interesting. But also, Josh, do you think with all the cards combined, do you think there was actually like over $1 million worth? Or do you think maybe they weren't as rare?
Well, it sounds like all the cards were the same card. Everyone was getting the same one-piece card.
Oh, it was the same.
Yeah.
Got it.
And they're on eBay right now being listed for $600. Oh now, here's the thing.
One piece, huh?
Here's the thing with eBay. Are these selling for $600?
Or they're just listed.
Or they're just listed. I'm going to look up right now. Let's find out eBay. Check it out. Let's see what has sold. All right, one sold for $340, one sold for $300, one sold for $300, $320. It looks like $275 to $325 is more accurately the price. So it's still $1 million haul.
Yeah, there's still so many. Look how many bids there are.
And people are selling these. I mean,
bro, I'm so out of the loop. I don't know anything about these cards.
But this is a ridiculous theft. Because what are you going to do?
There has to be ways that these thieves sell them smartly. Like there's a smart way to sell them, maybe on the black market, not just on eBay, somewhere else.
Do these cards have serial numbers on them?
No idea. I don't know the trading card game, but I know like so many people who are into like Pokemon. Like, dude, Pokemon is huge right now in the trading card game. And these guys get these cards valued and checked on, and it's crazy, the whole process. I don't really know much about it, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I would love to get my hands on one of these cards to see what it actually looks like, but apparently it's going to cost us a few $100s if we want one.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll have to find out what happens there.
I'm going to keep looking into that story.
I think they're going to catch the person.
I would assume there was a camera in this locked office or a hallway leading into it, unless they had like a mask on, but it's kind of weird.
This next one is a pretty sad story all around. An Old Bridge, New Jersey teen wrestler was paralyzed after a spinal cord injury.
The worst thing that you could possibly think of at a wrestling event for a teenager. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, so this is very sad. So here's what the article says. This is out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. The 16-year-old Old Bridge girl who was critically injured in a wrestling match Saturday currently cannot walk because multiple vertebrae in her spinal cord and her neck were displaced, according to the Old Bridge High School wrestling head coach, John Post. The teen can only slightly move her arms. She's had 2 surgeries to try to restore movement, but as of Monday afternoon, she cannot move her legs, said her coach. The Old Bridge teen was pinned by a Perth Amboy High School wrestler, also a teenage girl. The Perth Amboy wrestler pinned her, and at the end of the match, the Old Bridge teen said she was unable to move or get off the mat. She reported extreme pain in her neck.
That's terrifying.
So the Perth Amboy wrestler was not issued any penalties, and witnesses say she used all routine wrestling moves during the match. At approximately 12 p.m. this past Saturday, the teen competed in the final match of the day, a Post wrote Monday on a public Facebook page. During the match, she was taken down and pinned by an opponent from Perth Amboy. Following the conclusion of the match, she did not get up. Our athletic trainer responded immediately to evaluate her. She reported severe neck pain, and it indicated that she was unable to move her legs or arms. Emergency medical services were contacted immediately. Man, So this is the type of thing you never want to hear happening at a teen sporting event.
Never. Even in an adult league, like no one should ever experience this.
It also mentions here, so medical evaluation revealed that her spinal cord at C4, C5, and C6 levels was displaced and compressing the nerves, resulting in loss of movement. Following surgery, she regained some movement in her arms. However, she currently does not have movement in her legs. She is scheduled to undergo a second surgery today, February 2nd, to further stabilize her neck and hopefully provide additional relief. Doctors remain hopeful that the inflammation decreases over time, and with continued treatment, Adriana may regain additional movement in her arms and legs.
Come on.
So this is clearly a horrible story, but Adriana sounds like, for lack of a better term, she's a fighter and she's going to fight through this. And hopefully with these surgeries and these procedures, the inflammation does go down. And obviously we'll be praying for her that she gets full movement back in her legs.
It's a great sign hearing from the doctors that they're hopeful about this. So it doesn't sound like it could be a permanent thing. So we're going to be praying for her. Josh, open the GoFundMe, see if there was any updates from today. Because that surgery happened 2 days ago. It's February 4th today. I don't know if they have updates on here or not, but just like do a quick peek. Or like go up and then hit the show more. Yeah, read more.
Here we go.
And nothing.
No, there's nothing, nothing yet. But if you'd like to make a donation, they've raised $94,000 of the $100,000 goal. We can put this link in the podcast notes.
Yeah, we'll put it in the podcast notes down there.
If you want to throw some money towards her and her family as they deal with medical bills and the trauma of going through this sort of thing.
Terrible.
This is horrible. And it's scary because, lots of kids wrestle and the last thing you want to be concerned about is someone being paralyzed. So,
and how rare is this, Josh? Like you never hear about like a wrestling injury like this where a kid is fully paralyzed.
It is rare. I can't remember of hearing. I'm sure it happens, but I can't remember a story like this.
No.
To the listeners on the episode, maybe even on the actual clip we put out, we could point people to this GoFundMe to support her.
Yes.
So if you'd like to make a donation, you can do so with the link provided. So
cool.
Horrible news. It sounds like doctors are hopeful.
I know that's what I like reading about in the story. It sounds like they're hopeful, but I don't know if they say that for everyone, but I want to believe that they're very hopeful about this case. Just never know.
All right. Let's move on to a few more stories here before we wrap. This is an interesting one. So New York and New Jersey are suing the U.S. Department of Transportation over the Hudson River Tunnel funding freeze.
The Gateway Tunnel project is currently under, they started the construction already, but rumor is that it could stop this Friday.
This is crazy. So New York and New Jersey sued the Trump administration Tuesday over cutting off $16 billion in federal funding for a new rail tunnel project under the Hudson River connecting the two states. So the federal government is accused of illegally withholding funding committed to the Gateway project, and two states are seeking emergency relief to force the release of funds frozen by the U.S. Department of Transportation. With construction already underway, the states are seeking a quick ruling because the project could be forced to shut down as early as Friday, potentially eliminating thousands of jobs and saddling the states with significant new operating costs. So the lawsuit was filed in the Southern District of New York, and it comes after the Trump administration froze billions of dollars during the government shutdown last fall tied to the project, as well as funding for the extension of the New York City's 2nd Avenue subway. So this is Kathy Hochul. Obviously, Kathy Hochul and Donald Trump, not good friends, to say the least. None of the politicians in New York or New Jersey seem to be good friends with Donald Trump.
I mean, the new mayor of New York City and Trump, they're always texting now. So
they are.
Who knows?
Yeah, Mamdani and Trump do seem like buddies at this point, which is
the most
an odd
pairing.
combination. But hey, so this is what she said. Donald Trump's revenge tour on New York threatens to derail. I love how she threw in the derail.
Of course, Kathy.
One of the most vital infrastructure projects this nation has built in generations, putting thousands of union jobs and billions of dollars in economic benefits in jeopardy and threatening the commutes of 200,000 riders. So that was New York Governor Kathy Hochul. So this sounds like...
Is Trump doing this because he just is like, with all the beef going on between New York and like New York, New Jersey, and like in him? Like,
I don't see. This is the thing is... This is where we get into political conjecture.
Yeah.
Is this Trump sitting at his desk going, we're shutting down the tunnel? Is this a larger spending bill where they're cutting things? Who the heck knows? I mean, it sounds like there's beef, though, for sure. And when you talk about think about this, the office bringing forth the suit, this is Letitia James, right? So New York's Attorney General, my office, and New Jersey's OAG are suing the Trump administration for illegally freezing funding for the Hudson Tunnel project. Now, why is Letitia James important? She's the one that brought charges against Trump. Remember when he was arraigned in New York? So this is all political beef, it sounds like to me. And if you read the article, it's just quotes of both sides just talking trash to each other. So it sounds like they're going to bring it to court and try to get these funds released. I'd imagine this is resolved rather quickly. I feel like this
they
is
said, like they're hoping for it to be resolved by this Friday. So when this podcast comes out, there could be a completely different story. So Google it. Just Google the Gateway Hudson River Tunnel project or whatever. You'll probably see something come out. If not Friday, sometime in the early next week. But because they want to keep moving. Construction started. They don't want it to just stop right now.
I do find this interesting. Jennifer Davenport, she's New Jersey's acting attorney general. She said, our promise to our residents is clear. We will protect them from attacks on their rights and their pocketbooks, whatever the source. But so this is just to make a point. She's fighting for more of my pocketbook to be spent. No?
I'm confused by the quote. She said
she's fighting for New Jersey residents and their rights and their pocketbooks.
So yeah, she wants to save us money. Is that what she's saying?
Yes, by getting more of my tax dollars released. Yeah. I'm not against the tunnel, by the way. I think the tunnel's a great idea, but I just think all the language is so manipulative as politicians argue. Everyone's I think on the inside are more calm about all this. But when they bring it to the public, they try to rile us up and get us all.
Yeah, because it's everyone versus Trump. That's why everyone hates Trump, and that's why.
But I think it's all these politicians against us. I don't think it's.
100%. Yeah.
I think it's like they all know there's a game going on where they play the state. They argue and they rile everybody up, and then us, the regular people, have to read these headlines, and I think it's just manipulative.
True.
Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah.
Like. To me, I would love, if you want to protect my pocketbook, why don't you just cut my taxes?
Yeah, there's so many little things you could do.
New Jersey Attorney General can't really do that, but and maybe in some way the AG could assist with cutting something. I don't know, but
let me text Mikey Cheryl really quickly.
Why don't you hit her
let me
up?
keep reminding her.
I'm just still a little annoyed she didn't make me AG.
She didn't even text you, dude. No invite or anything like that.
After we met her and everything. I mean, good grief.
Plus, has your I know you said your electric bill was lower, which was like shocking because everyone else's is like skyrocketing. But was your gas bill higher this month, or was it the same?
No, my electric bill isn't lower. My electric bill is just generally low.
Got it. Okay.
Because I'm heating my house with gas. Mm-hmm. My gas bill is still pretty high.
Got it.
My electric bill, when I see.
But would you say like your gas bill is like average for like people of like who own a house like your size, or no? Because I don't know what
I
that
honestly
price is.
don't know. I mean, all my utilities combined is a lot of money. But when I see people with $700 electric bills, I'm like, how is that possible? Unless you're heating your house with electric. That's the only way.
People who live in apartments having like a $500 electric bill, like what are you doing? Like how is that even possible? It's not.
If you have electric heat, maybe it's possible. But to me, I'm like, I have gas heat, so it's just less relevant. I have a different gas bill. So.
Got it.
All right. Let's move on from this story to another one. Lastly, this is kind of interesting. Motel owners are suing Seaside Heights over a law that blocks prom-aged individuals from renting rooms.
Anyone under the age of 21 from April through July 4th can't rent a hotel room in Seaside. And that's why these motel owners are pissed. They want to make their money. And they say it's discriminatory against them.
It's so funny. It's funny how Seaside's like, we don't want prom weekend to be here.
Yeah,
go somewhere else.
It's so hectic.
You got April 15th to June 30th is the actual timeline. So it's like a 6-week period where what happens? It's just high school graduations and prom and kids destroying
But listen, this
themselves.
has been in effect since 2023, and we saw the videos from last year. Remember, we posted a bunch of videos. It's still chaos. And it's not even kids, too. It's like adults fighting each other in the streets. Everyone looks like a kid.
Yeah, so this is what it says. Seaside Heights. For young adults looking to celebrate during prom season down the Jersey Shore, It's a move that could earn them a huge fine. Now, local motels and hotels are fighting to get their business back. On Tuesday, those owners told New Jersey appellate judges that it was discriminatory for Seaside Heights to ban 18 to 20-year-olds from renting rooms during prom season. The New Jersey Monitor reported. The ban runs from April 15th to June 30th, ending just in time for the start of the 4th of July holiday. The operators of the Sunrise Motel and Hershey Motel jointly filed a lawsuit against Seaside Heights in a superior court in Ocean County. Their lawsuit had previously been dismissed by a lower court. The motel and hotel operators are represented by Christopher Ryan O'Shea, an attorney based in Toms River. He's been fighting the ordinance since it was first passed more than 2 years ago. In this modern age, you can go fight a war for the United States.
He's going here.
It's always the fight the war. But the borough of Seaside Heights right now is saying you can't rent a short-term rental within its borough, O'Shea said to the council on July 19th. I love how that's always the example.
We can go to war, but we can't rent a hotel room.
I do get the point that legally, how are you stopping a 19-year-old from renting?
Yeah.
It does seem like if you're a legal adult, that's kind of a little bit wacky. But also, I understand the point of if 19-year-olds or 18-year-olds are going down with 17-year-olds, it kind of creates a gray area because a lot of kids are graduating high school. Maybe you have the 18-year-old rent the house and 17-year-olds are rent the motel, excuse me, and 17-year-olds are joining with them.
Yeah, and like there's just partying. There's just like a lot of illegal activity. But at the same time, like we saw the videos from last year at Seaside, even with this law in effect, there's still mass chaos. There's still kids running around everywhere. People are not following this law. And there's also adults fighting in the streets. It's not just kids.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Even like bizarre. From like 21 till 25, that's still very young. And you have all these kids still running around. I say kids, yeah, they're 21 through 25, but they're still young. And it's just like chaos down there no matter what. So maybe the ordinance helps a little bit, but I don't know. Are you, like, if you were a motel owner, would you be mad?
Well, if I was a motel owner, I probably would be a little annoyed at the core of my May business being cut out.
But do you think like this is slowing down business? Don't you think like the hotels are going to get packed out no matter what?
In May, I think everything's empty.
Even during like prom weekend, you don't think like an adult's going to book it?
I think June things start to pick up, but I do think April 15th to June 15th is probably prime prom weekend business.
But that's what I'm saying. Even with this ordinance, don't you think there are like those hotels are still getting packed out, booked by an adult? I mean, booked by someone older than 21 for these kids.
Maybe, but then that person has to come down and check.
Yeah, that's what's fishy about it. Or maybe motel owners are just turning their back. They don't care.
Oh, I'm sure that's
like. I wonder. Do you think there's actually someone checking and finding these businesses?
I don't know. Maybe
it's very interesting. I would love to know.
Regardless, it's a kind of an interesting situation. I don't know what the legal grounds are Seaside has to be banning a 20-year-old from renting a hotel room. I get the sentiment, but I think they're just shot out. We'll see what happens, though, and we'll keep you guys updated. That is our last story of this week, Josh.
Yes, sir.
It was good to be back behind the microphone.
Oh, yeah. So good.
You know, we need a sign off where it's like the Garden State podcast is produced local. You know, like radio shows used to do the call out at the end?
Yeah. You said this before.
Have I said this?
Yeah.
Where it's like, thank you, brought to you by viewers like you. PBS Kids used to say that. Remember that?
Well, we're brought to you by NJ Injury.
You know, I
got to charge it for another ad spot.
Have you seen that meme where it's like PBS Kids is brought to you thanks to donations from viewers like you?
No,
and it's like me at 4 years old.
Yeah,
that's really what it's like. I'm watching Arthur and I'm 7. I like those outros though. I like how media used to exist. I like when a radio show would end.
The AM radio tone.
They would run the credits on radio. We should do radio credits.
Honestly, I would love to do radio credits with tons of different ads and sponsorships so we can make some more money.
It starts like this.
Like if you have a business and you want to if you want to pay us to promote your business and sponsor the podcast and keep us going, hit us up.
No, I'm just saying credits. Like when you watch a TV show, the credits roll.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Garden State podcast is proudly produced in New Jersey and supported thanks to viewers like you.
Yeah.
we want to give a special shout out to our producer, Jimmy Parks. Like that one of those.
I mean, yeah, we could totally make a pre-recorded one and run it at the end of every episode. I think, and I'll make it like sound vintage and retro, and like I think that'd be fun. I'll put like an old soundtrack.
I'm a sucker for that junk.
I hear a nice little jazz track, like you know those weather jazz tracks I use for the weather maps. So I'll maybe something like that in the background. I think that could work if you want to cook something up right now.
We could even say, well, let me think about it because I'll write a script. We could also say, throw in like hey, if you'd like to advertise with us, here's a way you can reach out. We could use it. There's utility in it.
Yes, there's something there.
Okay, we can talk that through. Let's take that offline, Josh.
Ooh, corporate talk. Yes.
Let's double click that later.
Nice. Let's touch base in the morning.
Let's get some synergy around that.
Oh, come on. You know more than me.
I think it's good. Since we're a two-man show, we're a very nimble operation here.
Stop.
We're able to really double click on that and operate on our feet and get the product in motion.
See, you're more corporate than me.
I know all the lingo,
I don't want to deal with any of that. I would puke. It's disgusting.
All right. Hey, everyone. Have an awesome weekend. We hope you enjoy it. Hope you stay warm.
It's going to be cold.
Memorial Day's coming.
Don't think about it. A few more snowstorms first.
All right. Later, everybody.
Bye.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.